fans, do you want to win your share of $100,000? Simply enter the houseofboxing.com Fight Night Prediction Challenge. Compete with boxing fans around the world. Simply head over to houseofboxing.com and sign up now.
Looks good. Matt Lenihan, Boxing Social, in association with houseofboxing.com and William Hill. We're here with world champion, Showtime Sonny Edwards. Sonny, a bit of something different today, Matchroom Community Day. You've bounced in here and there's been one particular kid that's taken to your liking. He's given it all the lip. I've never seen someone talk like him before at that age. But he's got a few moves as well. How much have you enjoyed being down here today?
Yeah, well, I mean, not something different for me. Last week I was reopening the Lin. And I'll be real, there was one kid that I gravitated towards last week and he also won the plank competition. So I don't know. It just seems to be something I can just spot talent, I think, and hard workers. Who knows, but... yeah, young Nasser there on the back camera. Yeah, he had more chat and more lyrics than most professional fighters that I've seen. He's 12 years old, and he can fight a little bit too. I was having a little move around with him. So yeah, in all seriousness though, I didn't even know this gym here existed. I'll be real, but places like this all around the world. Look how many people are in here walking in, and there's a full gym. Like the more space they had, the more kids they would have in here. Like genuinely, so it's always good to give back. I remember being these kids here. I remember being, obviously I was in London, not in Sheffield, but, boxing's boxing and fighting's fighting. Once you're a fighter, once you're part of that fraternity, whether you're just a keep fit or a world champion, I feel like you can go into any gym around the world and get treated with respect. Once you can fight, you can fight. So, seeing all the kids here, all the coaches, it's been great to come down, share a little time, take some picture opportunities and whatnot. But yeah, generally good. It's 15-20 minutes from where I live, so yeah, I'll be looking to pop in again in the future.
I just want to say, obviously, you've achieved world championship status, you've got a unification fight coming up, but how much do days like this mean to you? The fact that you can come down here, these kids, some of these kids, they'll remember this day for forever, kind of thing, meeting a world champion, having a few pictures, that means more sometimes than having a fight, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's always important to give back. I mean, I try not to overthink things too much. Look, there was something going on, Matchroom Community. It's in my local city. It's a no-brainer to go down there. I'm an ambassador for the sport. I'm an ambassador for the IBF, the British board, my gym, myself. So this is what brings you back to the human level. I feel like it's way too easy to get caught up in your own bubble and success and start thinking you're special because you can fight a little bit more than the next man. So yeah, I love coming back down to human level. It's been good actually, really good to see the Sheffield local councillors, literally like we're just seeing in the back shot now, and I was saying this to Alex, the community manager from Matchroom. When you go to London and places like this, they're not even going to batter an eyelid. They're not going to help. They're not going to support boxing in no way, shape or form. You come to somewhere like Sheffield, look, we've got a community day. There's not a gym getting saved that's been here since 1985 or 1895. It's just a community day, a local gym. Everyone's here, all the kids in here, and they've come out to see what's going on. And the cities like Sheffield, the cities that really get behind community-funded boxing type schemes. So unfortunately, you go to London, they don't care. They don't care. All they care about is cheapening the area so they can buy up the big apartment blocks and gentrify it. That's the true reality of London right now. But in places like Sheffield, it's a bit more human than maybe places where the world's money is sitting. But it's great to see. There's 5 council members, local council members, coming down to talk, speak to the coaches. What does the gym need, etc. And hopefully with Matchroom, bringing in the sort of brand, the professionalism. Unfortunately, we live in a world of the status and status travelling quite far, but if Matchroom are constantly getting behind community initiatives, and like I said to them earlier, if we keep going, I say we as a whole brand, but if we keep going as professionals and profiting off areas, profiting off cities where a lot of the tickets sold will be the boxers in gyms that can get there, etc. If we're going to keep going to these cities and profiting and putting on events and bringing everyone there, the least you can do is make sure there's always a bit of feedback coming down, trickling down to the small hall, the community, the kids coming through, because not just for the human aspect, the future of our sport is here in this gym, in Lin AC, and every other boxing gym around the country and world. That's where the future is, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. I think you just summed all that up perfectly. Look, got to quickly touch, because we haven't spoke for a while, but you and Bam have been having a lot of time spending together recently. I know you played a bit of ping pong, spent a day down in London. How confident now going in there with him? You've always been confident. You've been calling these boys out for years. You're going in there to win another belt, going in as the underdog. How do you feel about that?
I don't care. If anything, I'm glad. The best night of my career was when I beat Maruti and I was perceived as underdog. I didn't see it that way, and I showed that I weren't that way. And I think BAM's going to be exactly the same. They want me as the underdog, that's fine. My friends are going to have a tidy Christmas, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'll stay that all the way down. I think it might level up and even up a bit more. I don't know, and I don't care, to be honest, because I'm extremely confident in any ring I get in. I know the position I'm in and operating at right now. You know, just before the 10-day holiday of media, I was on a 2-week training camp, sparring every other day, 12, 14 rounds. As soon as I come back, first day back in the gym, I'm doing 10-round sparring again. So I'm absolutely flying. My weight's perfect. My weight's fine. My camp's going great. Everything was factored in. And, okay, I hope that nothing is even an excuse or a reason. But the reality is, I know my opponent is very overweight. He's not started sparring yet. Visibly, he's still swollen from his surgery. Like, I'll be real, I would go on record as far as saying I'd be very surprised if the 16th of December even happens. I'll be real. I don't think he'll be ready in 11 weeks. I'll be real. And that's not from me. I'll be there 100%. And I'll be fuming because I've already invested about 20 grand into this camp already. And that's facts, you know what I mean? So I'll be fuming if it don't. But, you know, just the vibe I'm getting right now, I think they might try to push it back to the next year. I hope I'm wrong. Genuinely, I hope I'm wrong, but that's just the vibe I'm sort of getting. But
do you think he's took this fight knowing that he ain't going to take this fight as in on that day, and that he's doing it to maybe save face? Then what do you think then if he's accepting it and taking it kind of thing?
No, I think they took it but expected to be further ahead than they are. They didn't come over the first 2 times they were required in London. I know it was for his jaw and his weight. They've worked on his weight, but his jaw's still visibly swollen, a big side of his face. So I know he has not got sparring in him for at least another 4 weeks. Is 7 weeks adequate time to spar the biggest fight? Who knows? Probably not when you've had that much time out. I'll be real. I hope not. I really hope not, but I feel like they'll be looking to push it back. But
you're ready anyway, though.
I'm ready for whenever. So this is the fight next. That WBO title's mine. I've got a piece of artwork that was done up 3-4 years ago that says WBO champion on it. You know what I mean? So,
what's this artwork, sorry?
To announce a sponsorship deal with Yield Gallery, a French artist called Kobo, like a contemporary street artist, done like an abstract type of art, and on there he randomly put some words, and in the top right corner it's a WBO champion, like when I was winning international titles and stuff. So, and the 21's meaning quite a lot for me right now. You know, quite close to my heart. 21, it'll be my 21st fight. My stars have seemed to align. So, yeah, whenever we get it, we get it. But, you know, inshallah, it's the 16th of December because that's the day I need it to be. Because my whole universe is aligned right now, and I can't wait.
Last one for me. I know you've been doing a lot of the commentary work, a lot of the media work, and you've been getting so many plaudits for it. You were there for Sandy Ryan when that decision got read out. You were as blunt as everyone expected and as honest as everyone expected. I know it's not in your hands, but when you go fight over there and you think, if I whitewash this dude, am I going to get a fair shake? I know everyone says, I can only do what I can do, but does that even slightly play on your mind and think, don't you dare do this to me?
Well, it didn't, since we've had conversations. I don't know if they've filtered back down to the British board yet, but I'm insisting now on 2-2. I don't want neutral. I don't want, let's see what it is. You know, Bam as the opponent, he gets to choose if he wants to judge and the referee or 2 judges. Either's up to him. You know, there's 4 officials. We'll have 2 American and we'll have 2 British. That's it. I don't want no made up names that I've never seen before judging my biggest fight ever. So I'll be right. I can't trust it. I'd rather have, you know, a Howard Foster and a Steve Gray or any of the bunch. I don't care. I've got no favouritism. I don't care which ones. Just get me 2 A-star British referee and judges and get 2 American the same, and then either flip a coin, him choose. I don't care. Whether I have the ref, 2 judges, whatever. I don't care. But 2-2, all proper A-star. This is big time boxing. Like, I saw what happened there, and I was all too close. I saw the names, 3 American.
It wasn't even close, either.
No, it was embarrassing. Quite frankly, it was
disgusting.
It was hard to commentate and not really say what I felt.
I could tell in your voice. I was in the car on the way back on my phone, and you could tell in your voice you were like, I've got to hold back a little bit here because I am on air. But it was horrendous, wasn't it? Though?
Yeah, it ruined my whole night. It ruined my whole rhythm. I'll be real. We had a good night planned, and then it just deaded it. I went home and went to sleep.
Well, look, you got a message to the fans, the ones who are going to be behind you for this unification fight when it does happen. I know you said you had doubts, but right now it is happening. You're in camp, you're flying. You got a message for all these who are behind you?
Just stay watching and enjoy the show. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope the fans are too.
Sonny Edwards, thanks for talking about Social. We'll catch up soon.